I'm so happy today to be with Robert Briscoe. Bob, we're talking to you from Kansas City, and you are in Minnesota. Before you moved to Minnesota, let's come back to your childhood. You grew up in Kansas City, Kansas. How did you find Donnelly?
Because I couldn't go to Kansas State until I got some proof of grades, I thought I'll get my grades up at Donnelly and then I'll go to Kansas State. Well, then I ended up staying both years because I liked it so much. My parents, their dream was for all of us to have college degrees because they couldn't get one. And so I finished my degree by correspondence from Kansas State, and I have a degree in economics from there, and I sent the diploma to my parents. So,
well, it's beautiful. But like many of our students currently, you're first generation college student. Art and pottery didn't seem to be in your plans. So how did you get introduced to art and pottery?
Well, it's Donnelly's fault. And reluctantly took a class in art appreciation. And Donnelly had hired a young teacher whose husband was the sculpture professor at the Kansas City Art Institute. One day, a guy showed up with a potter's wheel, and I helped him carry it in. And then he set up and started making pots, and I was just floored. And so I went to a couple of art fairs and then left school to go be an apprentice out in Colorado. It was just a real community, and just further made me smitten with the idea of being an independent artist.
I'm going to ask you to brag on yourself for a little bit here, because I know your pottery and your artwork has been displayed all over
the Smithsonian,
right,
which is really amazing that they have my work. And a Crocker Museum in Sacramento, California. There's Arizona State University has a ceramic museum. University of Minnesota has a museum. The Minneapolis Institute of Art, Racine, Wisconsin, there's another one.
It's amazing to the way that you're spreading the beauty of your creations. But what you experienced here, how did that help you?
The pottery community in general are really generous people. The generosity that you learn at Donnelly, and that you just see it on a day-to-day basis. I don't think you have to look too far backwards to Donnelly to see the sprouts of that. But it's okay to doubt yourself, and because it keeps you searching and looking, and out of that I made friends, and that's the other connections that you make among other people doing the struggle that you're doing. My experience at Donnelly, I know this sounds over the top, but it really saved my life. Number one, discovering this lightning bolt about pottery, but that just evolved an entire life, and it did mine, and I think it saved my life.